Welcome guys in another video of YouTube channel Omics. Today we will talk about UAS Entrance Exam 2023 in Finland. Most of the students who apply in bachelors in Finland for study, uh, they have to give an exam which is called University of Applied Sciences Entrance Exam. And for this year 2023, we will see the details of this exam, which subjects do you need to prepare, which topics you will need to prepare, and what are the important points and guidelines you need to keep in your mind while having this examination. So first of all, the examination date for the UAS entrance exam in the year of 2023 is 8th of February 2023. At this date, at the set time, every person who had applied in bachelor's program in Finland had received the email, and you have mentioned time in the email and be on the time. You should prepare your system, your laptop or desktop before 10 to 15 minutes, so that if there will be any problem you can fix within time. The link of the exam will be active at the exact time, and you will have exactly that time which is mentioned for each section we will see in a few minutes. So the date of written exam is 8th of February 2023. It's first round in the UAS entrance exam, and the second round is group discussion. In this group discussion round, only those participants will go who will be succeeded in written exam. So be prepared for this portion. This is called written exam. For some programs there is mandatory Finnish test as well. So group discussion is on 6th to 17th March. It is based on different groups, like there will be 3 to 4 students in a group, and they will choose a slot from the mentioned slot like given by the universities, and at that time those 4 or 3 students will have their group discussion. Written exam will be combined, and it will have same time for all the students, but the group discussion time may vary from person to person. You can choose different slots which will be offered by the universities or the university who will hold exam for you. Similarly, the Finnish test, like some program, need Finnish language proficiency by the students. So those exams will be held between 20 to 22 March 2023. So keep the dates in your mind, mark these dates on your calendar or set reminder for these dates, so to be on schedule. Here are some subjects which you will need to prepare for your exam. You will have to attempt the MCQs or other questions relevant to English language. You will have to attempt the questions regarding basic mathematics, arithmetic operations, and other basic concepts of the math. So get the books of elementary school or high school and solve the exercises there. And the next portion is reasoning skills. You can have a few analytical questions there, logical questions there. So it is also an important part of the US exam. In the next part we will also see some example questions, like in the real time, like how you will see the real time examination system. So we will see there in upcoming moments. There is also some advanced mathematics relevant to some departments, like there are some specific domains. If you apply in those domains, you will have to attempt advanced mathematical questions. And there is portion of ethical skills, emotional intelligence. This portion of emotional intelligence is entered in this year. It was not in the exam last year and before that, but it is additional section for this year. And last one, there will be questions relevant to Finnish language. So these are the major parts which you will encounter in your entrance exam. It's a bigger picture, and you will get an idea, like uh, for which domain, which part, which subject you will have questions in your test. First of all, the persons who has applied in technological degrees like engineering, ICT, and other engineering relevant degrees, these students will have maximum scores of 80 points relevant to technological studies. And other domains like seafaring, maximum 60 points, business and natural resources, and other domains are has mentioned their maximum points. Next one is reasoning skills. Reasoning skills is that domain which will be attempted by all the students regardless from where domain you are, from which domain you are. So you will have to attempt the reasoning skill questions which will have 20 points maximum. After that, you will see English language skills questions which will have 20 points maximum. There is also a section of mathematical skills which will have 20 points, and all the departments, student of all the departments will have to solve these except the humanities education. So there is ethical skills section both for the social services and humanities and education. Similarly, the students who have applied for engineering or technology, they also have to be prepared for advanced mathematical skills which will have 20 points in total. There is also a section of emotional intelligence skills which is only for social services, healthcare, sports, exercise, beauty care, and humanities and education. And in some study programs in social services and healthcare, there is compulsion to learn for learning the Finnish or Swedish language. So the students of these domains should prepare themselves for Finnish or Swedish language, and their result will be pass or fail, no other grading. So here is a holistic view of for all the domain students, so be prepared accordingly. We have some other instructions at guidelines and some other experiences, so we will discuss those points at the end of this video. So let's have a look on the official website of University of Applied Sciences test for the year of 2023. So here is the official website for University of Applied Sciences information. I will put this link in the description box. You can have this link. Here you can see the reasoning skills portion. Its time will be 20 minutes. You have to attempt this section in 20 minutes, and you will have to solve all these questions within this time limit. Keep in mind there is also a negative point penalty. If you are unsure regarding any questions, you can keep that question unattempted. We will see how. And for the English language skill, there will be 20 minutes, and you have to, like for the reasoning skill, there will be uh, maximum score is 20, and to be passed minimum you have to get score 1. So I think it's not a big deal to have to score at least 1 point out of 20. Similarly, for the portion of English language skills, you will have 20 minutes to solve, and the maximum points will be 20, and you will have to get minimum score of 3 out of 20 to get passing score or passing rate. So there is also minus points for wrong answers. If you are unsure for any answer, you can keep it unattempted, or you can choose the last option, which we will see in a few moments. Similarly, other mathematical skills will have 25 minutes, and you can see all the minor details here. You will also have some calculation functions which you will need in your test. So these are some of the things you can have. So there are advanced mathematical skills. You will have 30 minutes for that, and here is all the detail written. Like you will have 20 maximum points, and you will need to score at least 1 point to pass this section. And also there are minus points for the wrong answers. In the portion of ethical skills, you will have 10 minutes to solve or to attempt this section. This section will contain 20 MCQs or 20 questions, and you will need to have at least score 1 to pass this section. Here you also have a danger zone of minus point for the wrong answers. So do not try to attempt, or do not left your position at stake if you are not sure for any option. Here is next section is of emotional intelligence. It will take your 10 minutes to attempt this section, and the question from different domains will be here, and it will also contain 20 points, and similarly you will have to score at least 1 point to pass this section. Last but not the least, here is Finnish or Swedish language. As these two languages are the national languages of Finland, you will have 30 minutes for this section to attempt, and these tables are showing other criteria. You will have 20 questions, and you have to pass with at least 8 numbers. So the criteria of this section will be pass or fail. You will not get any grade. Here is that picture which I showed you earlier. It have all the subjects and points information. It is a time for the test 11:50 noon according to Finnish time. Here is GMT +2, and set this time according to your region and be on time. Log in log into a website using your credentials at least 10 to 15 minutes. This is time for the test. It is according to GMT +2, and be on time. Mark it somewhere where you can see it. So let's have a look in the example questions. Here are some example questions given by University of Applied Sciences testing system. So if we click this link, we will see some questions. It is a view which you will see when you have your exam. You will have your name here, and the time countdown will run here. You will see remaining time here, so keep your eye on this time. You will see all the questions section wise here. Like example question is, you can read the statement, you can have different options, and you can choose whatever you like. If you are not sure about any option, like if it is correct or it is correct, and you uh, keep yourself in safe zone, and you are not attempting and do not get any negative point, you can choose the last option, I will leave this question unanswered, and you will be in safe zone, you will not get any negative or minus point. You will have other questions at same pattern. You will have the statement over here, and you will have the possible answers here. You will choose whatever you consider the best option as an answer. And at the very end, you will see if you are not willing to attempt this question. So in the similar way, you can attempt all the questions, and when you consider you have done, then you can complete the section by pressing this button. Selection completed, section completed, submit your answers. So click this button and you will see are you sure, and you can select no if you have any question left here. You can change options if you get the answer later. So after completing all the questions, you can mark the section as completed, and you will move to your next section. When you complete your all the sections, you will get this message, and during the meanwhile, if you encounter any kind of problem, you can contact to your university, to the email from where you received the confirmation or the detail about the UAS exam. You can take the screenshot for as an evidence to be on safe side. So it is the website from where you can get the important information. Here is also the detail about how long will it take to give you result, and the next process. So here is the detail for your browsers, like what are the configurations and settings you should have. So uh, by using this website, you can have example questions of each section. Like in English, you can have such kind of questions. You may have drop down here, you may have MCQs, you may have paraphrase here. You have to read all the paraphrase, and you can then select the answer from the options. In the similar pattern, you have mathematical section here, and you can have example questions here. From these questions you will get an idea like which kind of questions you can see in the real examination. So in the each section you will have example questions. You can attempt these questions for your practice. Not only these questions, but also there are answers here. You can attempt the question and you can check your answers for these two questions here, and check your level, at which level you are right now. It is emotional intelligence section which is new in this year, and you can have like this, the person in this picture is most likely, so she's obviously happy, you can mark it. So such kind of questions you will have in the examination. It's a Finnish language section, and you will have, if you are enrolled in such course which demand Finnish language, you will see such questions, and you can mark the answers here. Now some instructions and guidelines. Instructions, some of them I already have discussed with you, that be on time even before the time. Set your working environment, your laptop, your desktop, uh, and the very important point is keep your IDE with you, your CNIC, your passport, or whatever you have given at the portal Studyinfo.fi for your identification. Keep that document with you. They will not ask from you, but to be on safe side, you should have your IDE with you. So these are some important points. Keep your ID with you, either it is CNIC or passport. Keep your mobile phone silent and be at a place where you can have silent environment and there should be no noise for your distraction. You should have a stable internet connection and obviously electricity connection, so that you can work without any distraction. You should have the screenshot at the very end when you submit the your test, so that if unfortunately you encounter with any problem at the end of the submission, you can show that screenshot as an evidence. You have applied in all six universities in joint application, and I hope the first university in your application will contact you for your exam. It's more likely situation, but other university can contact with you as per their policy. So if you have any kind of problem, you can contact to that university. So if you like this video, if you found this video informative, uh, please consider subscribe my channel. These are my Facebook and YouTube page links. You can contact here, and if you need any kind of further information regarding group discussion, let me know in the group, in the comment box. I will create a video about that. So good luck for your exam and see you in Finland. Bye bye.